Biscayne is incorporated.
It costs between $7 and $7.5 million to run a city of comparable size to Key Biscayne in Dade County. It costs $7 million to run Miami Springs. It costs $7.25 million to run Miami Shores. And it costs $7.5 million to run South Miami. If Key Biscayne were incorporated today, our municipal revenues would be somewhere between $3.9 and $5.7 million. These are both facts. If Key Biscayne is incorporated, we will have no alternative but to raise taxes or reduce our services. Explain the level and quality of police service we stand to lose if Key Biscayne is incorporated.
Key Biscayne right now has the fastest response time to all calls for service on anywhere in Dade County, including any of the municipalities.
I think that 20% will not pay for any services anywhere comparable to what we have now, so we're going to have to increase those to pay, even if they're not as good, but we still have to increase our taxes.
In addition to higher taxes, people are concerned that if Key Biscayne is incorporated, there will be more politics and more conflicts.
You've heard from your neighbors.
In my opinion, more people are against it than they are for it, but that's just my own opinion.
Is going to be run as a city of Miami, and I don't want to see that.
I think it's going to be a disaster. That's my opinion. It's not going to work according to what they are offering.
And they have one thing in common. They don't want incorporation.
First, I'd like to say that I've listened very carefully to both sides of this issue. And I suppose I might see things differently if I were a Key Biscayne city councilman, if there were such a thing.
In your professional opinion, would it be feasible then to add extra lanes in the Crandon Boulevard area? In your opinion, to alleviate the traffic? In your professional opinion?
That would be a policy decision.
No. I didn't ask you that. I didn't ask you, in your professional opinion, if there were extra lanes, traffic lanes, going through Crandon Boulevard, would that eliminate and alleviate much of the traffic that you saw on that video?
In favor of incorporation of Key Biscayne because it's the right thing to do. The time has come for us to take charge of our own future.
But fortunately for us, the economic conditions that have existed in the last year have prevented those developments from going forward. And we now have a window of opportunity to form our own government and deal with the proposed developments on those sites before they happen.
It's important for you to understand that when you vote for your county commissioners, these same county commissioners are also your city commissioners. The problem with this type of government is that the county commissioners currently often forget their role as city commissioners.
The difficulty is that year after year our taxes keep going up, but our services are not getting better. And I know that if we have our own government here, no elected commissioner on the Key is going to vote for higher taxes.
And I feel like I would like to have our tax money spent here like it's spent in Miami Shores.
I am absolutely certain that Key Biscayne can have one of the finest governments in the United States, and it will not cost the citizens 1 penny more than they are now paying in taxes.
The county commission has become very unresponsive to our needs. We have grown to the size where we are perfectly capable of self-government. We have brilliant people here living on Key Biscayne who can have and who have had the experience in dealing with all aspects of county government.
And I believe that we got enough people here that care for Key Biscayne better than anyone that don't live here. That's my reason.
Key Biscayne is really a unique community. I grew up here, and now I'm raising my children here. And the life that I had growing up is gone. The freedom to build forts in the woods and run all over the Key. it's not here anymore, but there's still quite a bit here to appreciate, and I'd like my children to enjoy some of the life that I have.
I think for neighborhoods and areas, the people who live there can best take care of their own individual needs.
I'm in favor of the incorporation of Key Biscayne because I believe that Key Biscayne needs a responsible government responsive to the people who live here.
If we don't get control of our destiny now, we may never have another opportunity, and that's going to be gone. And nobody's going to want to live here at that point in time because things are just not going to be the same. So we need to do this now. It's now or never.
I believe that by incorporating, we will be able to control the absolute amount we pay in taxes. I was privileged to work on the charter, and it's in the charter that we have an absolute cap on the amount of millage that the city, village, town of Key Biscayne would pay. I think it's important that we control the funds so we can get the benefit of it rather than sending it downtown.
Our vote on November 6th will send a very clear message to the Dade County Commission. If we don't come out strongly in favor of incorporation, we will be telling Dade County that it's okay to keep bulldozing our trees,